Dark sides of living in Singapore. Amid Singapore's gleaming economic success and futuristic infrastructure, there exists a nuanced narrative that sheds light on the challenges residents face daily. Beyond the spotlight on prosperity, Singapore grapples with a rental crisis, wherein the soaring cost of living poses a significant hurdle for many. Strict regulations, although contributing to the country's orderliness, can sometimes be perceived as limiting personal freedoms. The dark sides of living in Singapore, discussed in this video, highlight high expectations and demanding work culture, taking a toll on mental well-being. The city's fast-paced lifestyle leaves individuals grappling with work-life balance. Acknowledging these aspects adds depth to the understanding of life in Singapore, urging potential residents to carefully weigh the complexities inherent in this dynamic country. 1. Rental crisis. The scarcity of affordable housing in Singapore is a dark side of living in Singapore that people who are planning to move to the country should consider. The burgeoning population, coupled with limited land availability, has created a severe imbalance between the demand for housing and its supply. As a result, residents grapple with exorbitant rental costs. Even those who are financially capable of these exorbitant accommodation fees struggle to secure accommodation as the housing crisis eats deep. The government has implemented measures to address this crisis, including initiatives to ramp up housing supply through the construction of new housing units. Despite these efforts, the demand continues to outstrip availability, thus keeping rental prices elevated. This crisis has tangible effects on the populace, impacting their financial stability, forcing compromises on living conditions, and creating a sense of urgency to find sustainable solutions to ensure housing affordability for all Singaporeans. 2. Strict rules and regulations. Singapore's reputation for cleanliness and orderliness is underpinned by stringent rules and regulations. While these contribute to the country's impeccable infrastructure, they can be perceived as restrictive. The stringent rules and regulations in Singapore, while contributing to the country's overall orderliness and safety, also have notable negative impacts on the local populace. The strict legal framework encompasses various aspects of daily life, from public behaviour to business practices, and is enforced rigorously. One major consequence is the potential stifling of individual freedoms. Singaporeans may feel constrained in expressing themselves or engaging in activities that deviate from established norms, as engaging in such acts may attract stiff penalties. The strict regulatory environment can contribute to a culture of conformity, limiting creative expression and diversity. In terms of business, stringent regulations may pose challenges for entrepreneurs and small businesses who can't freely let their creativity fly without violating some strict rules and regulations. Compliance with complex rules can be time-consuming and costly, potentially stifling innovation and hindering the growth of the local business ecosystem, another dark side of living in Singapore. 3. High cost of living. Singapore consistently ranks as one of the most expensive cities globally, with elevated costs for accommodation, transportation, and daily expenses. This overarching high cost of living extends to social activities, including dining out, entertainment venues, and nightlife. While Singapore offers a wide range of socializing venues, many of these cater to a more affluent demographic. Finding affordable options for dining, entertainment, and recreational activities can be challenging, limiting choices for individuals looking to socialize on a budget. The government imposes high taxes on alcohol, contributing to inflated prices at bars, clubs, and restaurants. This makes socializing with drinks a costly affair, impacting the affordability of nightlife. The high cost of socializing may discourage some individuals, especially those on lower incomes, from participating in social activities regularly. This can lead to reduced social engagement and a potential sense of isolation. The financial strain associated with expensive socializing options can contribute to stress and financial anxiety. Individuals may feel compelled to limit their social activities, impacting mental well-being and overall quality of life. 4. Socializing is expensive. As social beings, humans seize every opportunity to socialize freely, establishing friendships and relationships in the process. This may not be attainable in Singapore, where the cost of socializing discourages many people from socializing. It's worrisome that the elevated cost of living in Singapore permeates beyond the essentials, significantly impacting social activities. Whether indulging in dining experiences, attending events, or exploring the vibrant nightlife, the expenses accumulate swiftly, placing a financial strain on residents. This economic reality may curtail the social experiences of individuals, hindering their capacity to partake in a diverse array of activities and cultivate connections. The exorbitant costs associated with leisure and entertainment in the city-state contribute to a challenging social landscape. Factors such as high venue rental fees, pricey event tickets, and the overall upscale nature of recreational options collectively drive up the price tag for socializing. As a result, residents find themselves navigating a delicate balance between pursuing a vibrant social life and managing the financial constraints that come with it in Singapore's dynamic and cosmopolitan environment. 5. Inclement climate. The tropical climate of Singapore, characterized by high humidity and frequent rain, may hold allure for some, but it presents distinct challenges for others. The perpetual warmth, coupled with oppressive humidity, can significantly impact outdoor activities and disrupt daily routines. Navigating daily life in this climate requires a constant adaptation to the weather's whims, posing physical and emotional challenges for certain individuals. The intense humidity can be physically taxing, leading to discomfort and fatigue, while the recurrent rain patterns may disrupt plans and limit outdoor engagements. Coping with the climatic conditions becomes a nuanced aspect of daily life in Singapore, demanding resilience and flexibility from residents. While the lush greenery and vibrant landscapes thrive under such conditions, individuals must navigate the delicate balance between appreciating the tropical beauty and addressing the practical challenges imposed by the climate. 6. Expensive healthcare. Singapore boasts a world-class healthcare system, but it comes at a price. The cost of medical services and insurance premiums places a burden on residents. The potential impact includes financial stress, limited access to healthcare for some segments of the population, and, in severe cases, delayed or deferred medical treatment. Healthcare in Singapore, while known for its high quality, can be relatively expensive compared to some other countries. The healthcare system in Singapore operates on a mix of public and private services. Medical treatments and procedures in private healthcare facilities can be costly. While the quality of care is generally excellent, patients may face substantial bills, particularly for specialized or extensive medical services. While the government provides subsidies for certain medical services in public hospitals, these subsidies may not cover the full cost of treatment. Patients may still need to bear a significant portion of the expenses, depending on the type of treatment and the hospital chosen. Although basic primary care services are generally affordable, preventative measures and screenings may still incur costs. Routine checkups and vaccinations are essential components of maintaining health, but may contribute to overall healthcare expenses. 7. Limited freedom of expression. While Singaporeans enjoy freedom of speech, there are legal restrictions on issues like racial and religious harmony, defamation, and criticism of the government. The Sedition Act and the Maintenance of Religious Harmony Act are examples of legislation that curtails free expression in specific contexts. Public gatherings and demonstrations are subject to strict regulations. Permits are required for assemblies, and unauthorized gatherings can lead to legal consequences. This restriction aims to prevent disruptions to public order. The Media Development Authority, the MDA, regulates media content, including print, broadcast, and online media. Certain topics deemed sensitive or against the public interest may be restricted or censored. Self-censorship is also observed in the media industry. While there has been some progress in recent years, the LGBTQ+ community still faces legal challenges. Section 377A of the Penal Code criminalizes consensual sex between adult men, affecting the rights of the LGBTQ+ community. These restrictions may have a huge negative impact on the populace, especially newcomers who enjoy relatively better freedom in their respective countries. 8. Cultural constraints. Cultural constraint is another dark side of living in Singapore. Amid its cultural diversity, Singapore has faced criticism for embracing conservative social attitudes, leading to perceived cultural constraints. While the nation celebrates a harmonious blend of Chinese, Malay, Indian and Western influences, some individuals may encounter challenges in navigating social expectations and norms. The conservative stance is reflected in areas such as dress codes, public behaviour, and traditional gender roles which may be alien to visitors and newcomers alike. Certain cultural practices, while deeply rooted in heritage, can be perceived as restrictive by those with more liberal perspectives. The tension between preserving cultural values and embracing progressive ideologies creates a delicate balance that residents and expatriates must navigate. The discourse on cultural constraints underscores the ongoing dialogue within Singaporean society about striking a harmonious equilibrium between tradition and modernity, allowing for a nuanced understanding of the cultural landscape within this dynamic country. Kindly share with us which of these dark sides of living in Singapore you find most worrisome. Please allow other viewers to learn from your deep, insightful and thoughtful comments. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.